Well, he wants me to go through a recap. See, this all started with avatar theory. And that was a theory that we're all running around in avatars, that when we die, we'll leave this simulation and we'll be going to another simulation. Our souls are kept safely with God and can never die unless He unplugs us. So, then led through the simulation and how your scientists all know that we're in a reality that doesn't really exist. Like Einstein said, is the moon there if I don't look at it? It is not. Nothing around us is real. It is a simulation. And then he gave me the answers of REM sleep, which none of our scientists have ever been able to understand why we have to have REM sleep. And God tells me it's a maintenance program. It's what keeps us in contact with our soul. It's like adjusting rabbit ears. And if you don't get REM sleep, you slowly become mad. Because your avatar is running amok. And delusions start setting in. You have to have REM sleep. All children of the nursery need sleep. Doesn't have to be much. Some can make it on just 2 REM cycles. But others, they never feel right during the day if they don't get their full night's sleep and their full amount of cycles that they're used to. And then I've walked and prophesied all kinds of things that I've told you before I even knew about them. Like the bit about we have souls and animals have spirits. I told my ex-wife I was Jesus' brother in 2018. Yeah. And I told them kids in the park that these pets, they're like our children. I didn't understand what I was saying. I was just doing what God told me to do. As He's done in all these journeys and all these times. Thanksgiving last year, I walked away from my job and kind of went on this prophesizing, vote for God, and little world of my own, and started making movies or clips. And what I was really acting out was this Christmas. But I had no idea. I had a record year since Thanksgiving of last year. I've seen so many tormented things, verge of suicide, Actually, I almost got it done once. But God wasn't letting me die. He wasn't about to let me tap out. And the whole time I'm talking about rapturing all the good people and leaving the crappy ones behind. Yeah, he's definitely had me on a crazy journey. But it's been his journey. It's been what he wanted. And it's how he wanted it done. And to be honest with you, he's telling me right now that due date, the 3 weeks from now, most likely are not going to do it on faith. But it's like his final offer to make this as easy as he can on his children. And when it goes past, we will keep silent about it. We won't tell the world until Christmas Day. And then Christmas Day, the world will know everything. And it will be tough. Matter of fact, the first year is going to be really tough. The economy and your supply lines, they will continue. But how smooth it happens, that is up to you guys. The ones I've been talking to ever since this summer. You've seen the things go down in my town that only God can make happen. And there's been plenty of them. And I'm not going to bother listening because you guys know. You've seen it. And if you haven't, you talk to anybody in this town, they'll tell you how many things have happened. And God's also telling me that there's a lot of stuff around the world that's happened that I have no idea about. But you guys do. Stuff you can't explain. And so really, this deadline will be an end to one thing. It's our chance to take it on faith. Because once we cross that line, the point system and everyone who wants to be a Job, they're going to have it a lot tougher. But after that date, God will no longer worry about doing things on faith, and he won't be hiding proof. You'll get to see some proof after that date. But don't come telling me you want live, do it on faith. Don't work like that. That's why he hasn't given any proof. That's why everything that's happened is just mysterious. This has been the way He wanted it. He really wants His children to be saved. And regardless of what you choose, they're going to be. Only thing that you get to choose is how easy it is going to be on them. That is it. There is no other options. Come Christmas Day, I will be the second king. I am right now, but the world will know it then. And the world will also know I am the second Son of God. So, we'll ride this out. You guys make a decision. And until then, I'll just keep preaching, helping you out. That's my job. That's what I know about. I do know many, many ways to God. And I'm going to keep teaching them. You guys ought to stop and count up all the reasons why you should take this faith thing. But let me tell you something else. That this faith thing is still not a guarantee. Because come Christmas Eve, if the world does not 100% agree to all the conditions that I have told you that God has instructed the world to do, rapture's on anyway. The world has to do 100% what God says. That is why, most likely, we will not be doing faith. But we will get to see some cool proof after that deadline. That way you guys can really take this serious and really get the software done, get the apps ready, get the organizations set up. All you gotta do is flip a switch. That's why the deadline. St. Patrick, Christ II, your second king, God's second son, signing off.